attendant climbs out from in front. This is Heat 1, the 2-year-old catchweight over 600 metres. Gates open, they're off and away. Tardy from the outside was the colt by Strategic Image. First away in the centre was the colt by Alamosa out of Shy Belt. And the gelding by Sand Trap out of It's a Belt is over on the inside. So the three grey runners are three abreast as they come to the turn. 400 metres left to go. On the inside, the gelding by Sand Trap just leads over the colt by Alamosa. And down the outside with a baldy white face is the colt by Strategic Image. Down now to the 200 metres mark. Still a good go. The Sand Trap gelding on the inside of the 2-year-old colt by Alamosa. And on the outside, the Strategic Image colt. The three of them locked together down towards the line. And the centre will get it, I think. The colt by Alamosa just over the colt by Strategic Image. And the Sand Trap gelding over on the inside. But there was not much between the three Kevin Gray runners in the first. The 2-year-old catchweight, 600. Ready, they're off and away. Tardy from the start was the colt by Any Suggestion. Missed it by about 3. The gelding by My Boy Charlie was first out, leads the way over Curry Up, who's a half length away second. Hard Written third is the filly by Postponed, and then came Sealed by a Dance over on the inside of the Duke Secret, and 10 lengths away to the 2-year-old colt by Any Suggestion. On the turn into the straight, 400 metres left to go, and it's the gelding by My Boy Charlie and Rosie Myers 2 lengths in advance on Curry Up second, and then came Sealed by a Chance. The gap has opened up for it nicely. The filly by Postponed down the outside, the Duke Secret back in behind them, and 10 lengths away to the Any Suggestion colt down to the 150, and racing right away here is the 2-year-old gelding by My Boy Charlie, and is going to Bolton here by about 6 lengths at the line. Sealed by a Dance was second, third in was Curry Up, and then we had the Duke Secret. They were followed in by the filly by Postponed, and the 2-year-old colt by Any Suggestion was tailed off throughout. And it goes in now, so they're set. This is the third, the 2-year-old catchweight, 800. Lined and ready. There they go, they're off and away. First out of the gates was Lincoln Road and clearly sprinted to the lead by a length and a half. Out and after it second is the Elusive City filly. Clearly third over on the inside, the filly by Volksrad, and then came the gelding by Hassanay, scrubbed forward at the 500 to be a length away second to last, and 3 lengths away last is the fully fledged filly. Down the side, 450 metres left to go. Lincoln Road still leads, was first out of the gates and leads at the top of the straight by a half a length. Running second is the filly by Elusive City over on the outside. A length and a half away came the Volksrad filly, and the other two were tailed off, the Hassanay and the fully fledged filly. Down they come now, 120 left to go. On the outside, the leader is the filly by Elusive City. Trying hard as Lincoln Road on the inside. Lincoln Road coming back. It'll go to the outside. The Elusive City filly just over Lincoln Road. Margin about a short neck. 4 lengths away third would have been the filly by Volksrad. And a long way back to the other two, the filly by Fully Fledged and the Hassanay gelding. All clear from behind the gates. Off now and away. Slow from the start was the gelding by Falkirk. Missed it by 2 or 3. One of the first out would have been Frankham to clearly leg it to the lead over the filly by Patapan over on the outside, who's only a half length away second. 1.5 away third is Moorish, followed to in between runners next by the Ifraj filly. And over on the inside next then came the Ifraj colt. Back in behind those runners then we've got the Don Eduardo colt, and last on the outside will be the gelding by Falkirk. So down the side they've got just on 500 metres left to go, and it's Frankham who is the leader by about a half length. Over on the outside the filly by Patapan second, just wants to be on one rein coming round the turn. Just in behind them came the filly by Ifraj, and then came the colt by Ifraj, and behind those runners is Moorish. Behind them also the Don Eduardo colt, and back in behind them one of the last ones is the gelding by Falkirk. Down inside the 200 metres mark, and the filly by Ifraj has sprinted up in the centre and taken control. The colt by Ifraj is trying to wear it down. Frankham over on the inside, wide of the filly by Patapan. Down to the line, the filly by Ifraj to get there over the colt by Ifraj. Margin would have been about a neck at the line. Third, I'm not sure. It might have been the colt by Don Eduardo or Frankham. Behind them we had the filly by Patapan. 5 lengths away to Moorish, and behind them last was the gelding by Falkirk. Off now, away in racing. Awesome Diva was one of the last ones to leave the gates. Ridden for speed early was Make Big, but quickly headed off out wider by Suspect, and Blathwaite is up on the speed running second. 1.5 away, fourth, then came Going Straight, followed by Moadan on the inside of Awesome Diva around it, improving. And 1 length away, Do Well By Me is last. Down the side, 700 metres left to go. Suspect making every post a winner by 3/4 of a length on Blathwaite running second. Between runners Going Straight on the inside, Make Big and Awesome Diva 3 wide circling them. They've been followed by Moadan, who's a length away, and 3.5 back to Do Well By Me, who was last. Round the turn at the top of the straight, 350 metres left to go, and it's Suspect still leading the way over Blathwaite, margin 1 length, Make Big behind them. Awesome Diva down the outside, behind them Going Straight, followed by Moadan and Do Well By Me. 150 metres left to go. Suspect has now been collared by Blathwaite over on the outside, who's going home the better, and Blathwaite and Hayden Tinsley are going to score at the line by 1 length. Second over Suspect, 2.5 away third. Would have been Awesome Diva, followed by Make Big, and a gap away to the other trio, headed up by Moadan. Back with them as well was Going Straight and Do Well By Me.